What's up, super people? I'm Sean, and as you know, I've been posting a new superhero video to this YouTube channel every Friday for over 2 years. A lot of you have asked me where I got the idea for the channel or how I come up with ideas for new videos. So today I'm going to count down the 5 best superhero videos that influence my style on YouTube. Because YouTube is my full-time job and I couldn't think of anything better. I set my own schedule, I have total creative freedom, and if this is something you want to do, stick around to the end because I'm going to give you the info about a podcast I did recently that's going to teach you how to do this yourself. Okay, here we go with the top 5 superhero videos on YouTube. Number 5 is the Avengers boy band. I love this video because they nailed it on both fronts. The boy band thing is dead on, the style of the song is authentic, and the lyrics get the Avengers parody aspect right. A peeve of mine, just because I love it so much, is when people do superhero videos and you can tell that they don't really know or care about it. This video's got a lot of passion for the characters, but it also helped me loosen up and not take the appearance of the characters so damn seriously when I'm making my videos. And right now we're working on a Spider-Verse boy band video that's directly inspired by this one. Hashtag coming soon to a YouTube near you. A lot of people think that to be successful on YouTube, you've got to make videos that you think are going to be popular. But what's going to set you apart and give you an edge is if you're talking about something that you're knowledgeable and passionate about. Number 4, the Homemade Ninja Turtles trailer. You might have seen these guys before. They do a series called Homemade Movies. A lot of times for the more challenging shots, they use action figures, and that's always felt like a little bit of a cheat for me. But this one, they don't do any of that. It's all about how creative they had to be to mimic the shots in the trailer. And look at those Ninja Turtle costumes! It might actually have been more honest of me to include on this list the behind-the-scenes making-of video for this Ninja Turtles trailer, because that's the one that I watched after seeing the Ninja Turtles trailer that just blew my mind and made me have new ideas about what's even possible. All the videos that I'm talking about here, they were made by people who made a whole lot of videos before they made the one that landed on my radar and blew my mind. Number 3 is the epic Marvel Flash Mob by Super Zeros. This video came out just a few months after my first million viewed video, and it whooped me. I thought at the time that the 2 million views on my Batman viral video was crazy, and then this Marvel video comes out and gets 10 million views. Now it's at almost 75 million views and adding more every day. When other collaborators in the earliest days of building this channel, TheSeanWardShow, just wanted to do pranks, I would show them this Marvel Flash Mob video with the scripted part at the beginning and try to share my vision for videos that incorporate both, that have the street stuff woven into a story, that are trying to do something more ambitious than just going out and yelling at people. In fact, the highest viewed video on this channel right now is the Spider-Verse Flash Mob prank video with almost 150 million views. When that video was surging and coming up, I kept my eye on the Marvel Flash Mob video, and that was what I looked at as like, oh, if we could top that, we'll have made it. What I love and what I'm in awe of is the ambition of this video. There's so many characters, and you can tell that they went all over New York all day and all night, went everywhere from Coney Island to Central Park and everywhere in between. I already thought it was epic, but now that I've got more experience producing flash mob videos with a big cast, I am in awe of the level of coordination that it would have took to put something like this together. Even though we've made a video that's more popular, this is still one of the videos that I watch and I think to myself, wow, I hope I can make something that awesome one day. Before we continue, I just want to say that if there's a superhero video on YouTube that you think is one of the best and I didn't include it on this list, it could just be that I haven't seen it. So if you've got a favorite that I missed, let me know about it in the comments. Okay, number 2 is Max Landis' version of The Death and Return of Superman. This was basically the last video I watched before I had my first video that hit 1 million views. And I remember this video did 1 million views in 3 weeks, and I remember seeing that view count and thinking to myself, wow, 1 million views in 3 weeks, what must that feel like? Like, this video was so inspiring to me because you have to keep in mind, at the time it came out, people still thought that YouTube was just where you put cat videos and people doing the latest dance craze. And then here comes this video that's 15 minutes long talking about a comic book story that's over 20 years old, and it's got 1 million views and it's on all of my favorite blogs. This is the video that taught me you can do well on YouTube and you don't have to chase trends. You don't have to drop everything to try to capitalize on every new dance craze or every new story in the news. Because that's what it's all about. YouTube is so big and there's so much competition, there's so many people trying to make it on YouTube that people are going to be able to tell if you're faking it, if you're into it for the wrong reasons. Don't make videos because you're trying to get 1 million views, don't do it for the fame, and don't even do it because you're trying to build a career on YouTube. Make videos because you've got something that you're so interested in and so passionate about that you couldn't stop talking about it even if you wanted to. And that brings us to my personal #1 superhero video, not just on YouTube, but on the internet. And that is the Sandy Cholera World's Finest trailer. In my corner of the world, this was the video that changed the internet. This was a viral hit a year before YouTube was even invented. You had to download the file and watch it on your computer. I don't think it's ever even been seen in HD. This video came out at a time when the companies had a completely different attitude about this stuff. This was a period when the lawyers would actually go to all the different Comic-Cons around America, find people who were trying to share their fan films, have them kicked out and their goods confiscated. This fake trailer was all set to premiere at the San Diego Comic-Con one year, and the WB lawyers stepped in and went, Most of the fan film culture online at that time was all around Star Wars because George Lucas personally had a different attitude. He was all about, yeah, let them do it because they're just fans channeling their creativity and their passion into this thing, which is just going to make them bigger fans longer term. So the primary means of distribution for this World's Finest trailer was through Star Wars fan film websites. This was the video that showed me that you can do anything on the internet and there's no limits. He cast it with people he knew, the props and costumes they made themselves, the locations are just places they happen to have access to, and he made something that's just as good as anything WB could have made. In fact, fans like me to this day, 12 years later, still wonder why they didn't greenlight this movie and give Sandy Cholera the directing job right then and there. You'll go look at the comments on this video in the different places that exist on YouTube, and everybody's in the comments going, better than Batman v Superman. So these are the videos that paved the way for me to be a full-time YouTuber and basically a professional superhero fan. Because that's the thing about YouTube, there's literally room for anything. Anyone can take what they're passionate about, in my case that's comic books and superheroes, but you can take any possible subject that somebody somewhere on this big giant ball we call planet Earth might somewhere be interested in, and you can make a video about it and you can reach them, crossing language barriers, crossing cultural barriers. A lot of people are interested in starting a career on YouTube, and if that's you, I've got something that's going to give you an edge. Click the link in the description to check out a podcast that I did with Kong from Simple Pickup, where we did an in-depth interview where he got me to go deep and talk about all the nitty-gritty details, not just about how I got here, but what it takes to keep something like this going. If you want YouTube to be your full-time job, or even if you're just interested in the economics and culture of the YouTube industry, this podcast is for you. Click the link, it's only going to be available for the next 7 days, and let me know if you enjoyed my story or if you want to be a professional YouTuber yourself. Previous episodes have featured people like David So, Vitaly, Just Kidding Films. This is a powerful series with info about the YouTube business from some of the biggest names in the game. If you're trying to make YouTube your career, then from the podcast page you can check out this thing called Jump Cut Academy. It's basically like YouTube University taught by some of the biggest names on the platform. If you get to it from my podcast page, you can check it out for a month totally free. I'm not here trying to sell it, I just got a chance to check it out before it launched, and I wish there was a resource like this available to me when I was getting started. I could have saved myself a year or more. So if you want to be a full-time YouTuber, or even if you just want to hear the story of how I got to where I am, check out that link in the description to see my podcast. And let me know in the comments if I missed one of the best superhero videos on YouTube, because I can't stand to think that there's awesome superhero videos on YouTube that I haven't seen yet. Okay, thanks for watching everybody. Subscribe to The Sean Ward Show right here for hilarious new superhero parody videos every single week. Wait till you see what we got cooked up for you coming up this Friday. A new Spider-Man parody video that is outrageous and hilarious. You're gonna laugh your butt off, and I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks so much for watching everybody. See you soon.